an instant one, so that's all right. We can work on that.
I will say it is nice. I no
It is
longer.
nice. I don't have to click.
Yeah, I was already clicking when it wasn't in. Before I would go, oh no, I need to do the space bar. So now it was just natural. Like I clicked and it worked for the first time, and I was like, oh, that's nice.
Nice,
Every
awesome.
time I
Well,
get to a transition screen, I just smash spacebar because I think I can skip, but it's only on certain spots.
oh.
Add the cart.
Well, we have officially kicked off round 3 of Play with the Devs. Thanks everybody for popping in. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat. We have a little bit of a list of neat items we'll cover today, just things that we've updated since last week. Let me pull up my fancy list here. The big one is endless mode. So this is a mode. Can someone maybe describe what endless mode is for somebody?
Sure.
All right, Ben, go
yeah,
for it.
basically, whenever you beat the game, you get presented with the option to go into the endless mode, and we just ramp up the numbers like ridiculously high. So it's basically just a way for when you have that really fun build that you're like, well, I wonder how far I can go with this. You'll now have the opportunity to do just that. Just see how high you can get those numbers.
That's crazy. So you do have to beat it once. So we have challenged the team today to beat the game and get essentially to the end so we can see endless mode. And if no one really gets there, we can always use some cheats maybe get there, but just to give it a show off for everybody. What else? What else is on our list? We had some issues with some tooltips that we have worked on. Luke's there. Talk about a little bit what we updated on the tooltips.
Yeah, if you want to tune into my stream, I can show off.
Okay. This is Mr. Bubs.
Yeah, so basically our tooltips hadn't had a design pass since like the very first thing that we put in for tooltips, and they were very big and bulky and took up a little bit too much space. And sometimes we would have really long tooltips that would just start going off screen because they were so bulky. And we've wanted to just update the design of the tooltips for a long time now, and get kind of more separated sections in the tooltips for explaining things, so like it's broken down a little bit more organized. So like if you look at my screen with the ice ring, when it has a gem, and it's got a little section for the gem, and it says exactly what the gem does directly in the tooltip, rather than before it would be in a tooltip off the side of the main tooltip.
It would be taller too. It would be like a kind of multiple segments. It feels like it's kind of more compressed.
Yeah, it's nice and condensed now.
Yeah, so the main thing was just kind of making them a little smaller because they were huge before, and kind of making them more organized. And yeah, you can see this one has the side tooltips. We've combined our side tooltips into basically one single thing with a list of all of the terminology that applies to that specific trinket. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like the new looks. It's good. It's condensed.
Cool. X Crystal likes it as well. Awesome.
And
Thanks for the.
There's still more things coming to these tooltips improvements here. Like you can see right now, it says unique twice on the Fabergé egg.
Oh yes.
It will not say it twice soon.
Sure.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Lucas, do you know how to catch a unique rabbit?
What?
Unique up on it.
Okay.
Unique up on.
That was a classic. Dave, where are you in that?
There we go. In with the dad jokes.
I knew the answer. I wasn't going to say it.
Oh, come on. Hey, that's a classic. Actually, the guy that told us that joke, he was one of our old managers, and I don't know, it's probably been about 20 years that joke's been going. So.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Anyways, I'm gonna pull up the chain here because it's got some new visuals.
Okay, let's check out the chain. Yeah, this is a new. Is a chained a minion or is he
an elite?
An elite.
So he's got some chains.
Hey,
look at that.
slide in, and then when you hold stuff on them, there's a bug right now, but there will be.
Are those
animation.
backwards?
That's too bad.
No, like right now, the chains will stay here for the whole
Okay.
level, and then each time you hold on it, they'll like jiggle when the hold comes in. But yeah, there's a bug right now. They'll just disappear, kind of.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's
It is a
part
bug to fix.
to anyone watching this that isn't on the iDream team. When we do this stream, we're expecting to find bugs. Like that's literally part of this experience. Something that we do on a weekly, bi-weekly basis anyway. And we thought we'd kind of share it. So we laugh at it. I mean, for us, it's taking the notes, but we expect to find some pretty janky stuff, and that's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah, this one we knew about. Yeah, just didn't get to it.
No, it's cool.
Okay.
It's good to see now, like the enemies kind
you'll
of
see it
reaching
here,
into the board, which is nice.
Feels like they have a
Yeah,
little bit more
so-
interactivity with
Yeah.
the spellbook.
Yeah, there's a couple elites that have new visuals. I think Crag is the other one, if somebody ever gets to him.
Okay, somebody does get Craig. Let me know. I'll pop over to your stream.
I think he's in
How
the
long-
third
how did it-
chapter.
Lucas, how did it look when you put the chains on top of the ruins? Did you try
On
that?
top of them? No, we had a version just all behind, and then
It didn't work.
I don't think we ever made a version with it on top.
Because it'd still be cool, because like the way if you select it and because it automatically just chains it all, but you can almost highlight the one that you selected, and the chains will lock the other ones.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's
Just and I haven't seen this
high
yet,
effort.
so yeah, no, but
Yeah.
to me it would
But yeah,
read
for sure.
a little bit more, because right now you're selecting and highlighting everything, whereas the chains kind of already do that for me.
Yeah, they do.
So like you'd almost have the
Yes.
one, like say if you walk down the blue, have the chains appear on top, and the blue is highlighted with the little white thing, and then the rest are just you can't access them. And I haven't seen it, but to me that would read.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could definitely explore more
Give it a
in-depth
shot.
ability.
Yeah, it looks cool.
animations
Like
and
just to
stuff
see
for
that
these guys.
chain. Yeah, it'd be awesome to have that right on top.
Yeah, and I thought about it the opposite of like it shouldn't have a chain until you select it and hold it. That's when the chain comes in and locks it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we definitely played with a couple of those ideas before implementing it, but yeah, it's just the one we went with.
It's all right. We have some time.
Everybody watching, it's just a creative process. You look at something, you take a guess, and then you go, does it work? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah, when somebody comes up on Craig, let me know. We'll try and get some visuals for that going. What else do we have? And is that the stone golem? Because that's what I have in my list here, Ben. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, that's Crag.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Is Craig his name? Is that?
Crag is his name. Stone Golem
Okay.
is, like the,
Okay, cool.
the original developer name
I
Yeah, that was
see.
kind of our temp name.
before he
but
got a cool name.
with the naming, we tried to like minions are more generic, like a goblin or a siren or something like that. And then the elites we gave more of it's like a hero of the enemies or something. They have like a name, like Gunkor or Crag or something like
Brad.
that. Yeah, maybe eventually.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Here, let me just.
Do you make that shark, Jonathan? Oh, I'm looking
What's
at
that?
Ben's screen. Sorry, I'm totally out of contact.
Oh,
I'm
the
just
Apex.
assuming everybody's watching what I'm watching at the Apex.
Let me go check Ben's.
trying to find another.
Oh no,
stream.
that's
Are these so? There's also the new Trinket backgrounds too, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Who's
Okay,
who's
that's
stream you
okay.
watching right now?
I'm on
John?
Ben's right now.
Ben's. Let's have one
You're
of
on-
Ben's. All right, let's see what's going on. Yeah.
So yeah, to talk about that real quick, if you notice, Ben's got a lot of good things here, and some of the things I wanted to adjust, just by playing the game and just seeing it over and over again, just trying to make things a little bit more brighter off of darker and busier backgrounds. So you'll notice some of these trinkets. I think he's got Mage Hand at the top, and then I forget the name of the. Is it a War Purse? The second.
Battle Purse. Battle
Battle
Purse.
Purse.
Battle
okay.
person.
Yeah, so the current trinket art we have, it's temp. We need something in there, right? So we got some real simple cell shaded style in there, and it's clear, it's clean, and it does what it needs to. But the art needs to update everywhere. So if you notice that the battle purse there, and then even yeah, I'm just looking at the third one. What's the third one you got there?
Opal Locket. That's
it. Thank you. They're starting to hopefully look more like in style, art style, with like everything else. And what's happening though is that art style is a little bit more detailed. So the trinket trim or background there, where you got uncommon, common, the green and the gray. I just wanted to simplify those so that the trinket itself can pop off because of the detail. And some of the guys are bringing up a really good point. Some people, colorblind or color issues, so we have to add like a little bit of definition between the rarities so that they can pop a bit. Yeah. And then the last one too is the gems themselves. I punched up the levels and the saturation to really move your eye to them, and I hope it works. Like right now,
oh
it's
yeah,
really
okay. So I thought it was
the red.
Yeah, me too. It's popping.
Yeah, so it's good. Like I wanted.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it, dude. Like honestly, they do pop more. Like you can really clearly see them.
Yeah. Remember before, a few months back, we couldn't even tell that the gems were there, and we were all.
Yeah, we had an issue, particularly on the shop cards, like when it had the background and everything. The gems, sometimes you would miss it, and then if you're just staring at it, you go, "Oh wait, there's a gem on there."
Yep. So hopefully that's all. These are all just steps. Like I'm sure they'll change again at some point, but it's definitely going in the right direction. This stuff.
Nice. Okay, so what do we cover here? We talked about endless mode. We'll get to that one when somebody pops in. We know what that is now. We saw some new tooltips. We know that 2 new enemy abilities. When we get to the stone golem, we'll pop him up. We kind of talked about the background of the trinkets, but we've also been doing. We kind of put in when we originally created the trinkets. We kind of put in some temporary art that was just quick, and we've been really taking a lot of time to redo the artwork, to really put a lot of polish into it. We've done a lot with some of the enemies as well, but Jonathan's working hard for the past 2-3 weeks so far to redo all 150-ish trinkets. So you may see things look a little different. Your what's the first trinket you gotta start with there? The crystal.
Chip jewel.
Chip jewel. That's one. I mean, that right away I was like, well, what is it? And then I'm like, oh, I get it. So yeah, you may look and you see something that looks different. You just hover over it and it'll be the same trinket as before. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Battle purse that's done. Yeah.
Fleeting flowers done. The different rings for the different elements.
All the rings. Yep. All right, let's pop over
what the exact
to.
Number is, but I feel like it's 40 to 50.
40 or 50 are done already. Nice.
Nice. That's funny, Jonathan. I can see some of the new art. It's so obvious. Like it's a nice, and I mean that in a good way.
Yeah. No.
Like there's some stuff that I've seen in the past, like from the previous basic versions of them, like to the versions now. Like I don't know if this card that Dave has. I'm watching his screen now. He's got the eye on it. What is that, Dave? Is that the +1 to the? Okay, the restocks are free. Okay.
The stock, the restock token or coupon or whatever it is. Coupon.
Yeah. That's it. I like that. Yeah, designs are nice. The nugget looks new too. Same with the little staff thing he's got.
That is not.
No,
that one's an old one. Yeah.
It's so hard to tell, guys. I'm giving you credit where I can find it.
Just take it, dude.
Hey, all your art is awesome. Dude. I don't know what's
exactly. Old art, new art. It's amazing. Okay, all right. Let's keep going.
You did a great job with that one.
Yeah, let's change the subject quickly. Go.
Yeah.
Dave, how's your build going so far?
Fine.
It's okay.
Okay.
This is the second time I had to go through and use the. I didn't want to choose this lady. Oh well. Whatever.
You just click with the mouse. Is that why you skipped it? That skipped it quick, right? That was the new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh, you got that.
Yeah. What is happening? How are you matching both yellow and?
With
unique. See.
Double trouble.
Unique.
It's even got unique twice in there. That's how double trouble it is.
Guys, if we play like we're dumb, it's just because we're trying to make it entertaining. Okay. Play well.
Hey, man, you gotta
That's great. All right, well, let's go over to Chris's stream and see what's going on there. What do you got going on, Chris?
Not a whole lot. I'm trying to go fire. I just picked up Volcanic Maul, which is going to re-trigger my fire and earth runes if there's 10 or more fire and earth runes on the screen.
Okay.
I got my soul stone that's got 10 more casts to go. Some hustler chips. That's going to go as soon as I get my economy where I want it.
Fire ring. Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. Let's keep rolling over to Phil. All right, Phil, how is your stream going?
Kind of good. I've got the fun combo of Void Caller with the Sands of Time, so get to destroy things. 2 runes at the start on the first cast fight, and whenever I destroy things, I get darks. I've also hit a couple rune smashers to clear out a lot of my first and second column, and whenever I destroy them, I get more of the darks. So those are pretty good. I
Nice.
pretty consistently get 2 of a kind, but that's kind of where the build stops right now because I don't have much of anything else, and it's a little concerning.
as you get into chapter 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I want to hear an absolutely crazy build.
Oh, well, Flimsy's saying that Ben has the best build here, so hold on, let's go over to Ben.
Yeah,
Where is he? All right, hold on.
Greg, but...
Okay, cool. And
Okay,
Pang, you're up next. You're on deck, by the way.
Right now, it's a really fun interaction between Camber and Explosion, where if you only have a match of 1 Earth Rune, right? So like you just want to basically just have a single match in the first column. It counts as a 5 match, which means its base values are 15 multi. The reason this is really good with Mage Hand is that everything that are unmatched trigger twice. So essentially by doing this, like if I held these 5 here, right, my ice would trigger twice, my dark would trigger twice, my lightnings would trigger twice, and also my earth and lightnings are now giving times 1.75 multi when they're triggered, which is essentially like having, just a weaker necromatics on everything, and it's a guaranteed 5 of a kind with like 8 times 8 times 1.75 times multis.
Wow.
And then also I get another 5 times multi just with Apex, but this will probably go eventually.
Arachnus
And
has
then
it
2
disabled
times 3
right now.
multis at the end. It's a guaranteed like times 3 every single time. So by the end of this, we'll definitely be able to test if our big ints or big integers are working.
Okay, good.
I hope.
All right. Let's see it. Why don't you drop a cast here so we can see?
Sure. Yeah, this isn't even a great one, but this is just like very mediocre. But I'll probably hit like 10 million or so at least, I think.
10 million. Okay.
That's my guess. We'll see. Maybe less.
Just need flash repeaters, says Flimsy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we got lots of time.
Oh,
okay, we only have a couple playing. Never mind.
Oh.
It's
let
okay.
down.
If we get a couple more of these and it goes up a lot.
All right, you let us know when you have a real build, right? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Going crazy.
All right, let's go see Pang. All right, Pang, what do you have to do?
So what I've got.
Wow, you have a lot of trinkets. Wow, okay.
Rune builds, a light build, which doesn't. If you look at these, they don't look too impressive. But the thing is, I've been holding on to Sands of Time for the entire game, so I've got my inventory down.
Klaus's
to almost
favorite trinket.
Yeah. And what I'm planning on doing is hopefully getting a grow trinket, hopefully rune polish, and at least for my maximum, I've been able to get like 100 trillion if I'm able to increase the base damages of these, and then do all of these with necromantic, and then last light plus beaming beacon, plus maybe this hits another retrigger thing. This Fabergé egg, I'm waiting on it to pop on top of these shock rods, and hopefully I'll get a big thing, enough to do enough in endless. So we'll see how far I get.
Okay, I'm excited. You want to drop a cast for us just so we can see that in action?
Yeah, one sec. Right now I'm at the scroll place. I want to get some scrolls. Of course, I want to put necromantic on all my bad things because I've got beaming beacon. It helps me cull it even easier. Let's see.
You're literally getting rid of your gold ones now for other stuff. I guess as you get whatever late in the game, you don't need gold as much. You need to replace those with more damage.
So I can hold on
Yep.
to these because I know they'll get destroyed with Beaming Beacon. 5. I actually don't care about this that much. And maybe I can hold on to this and then get it destroyed with the Necromantic. Nah, it's fine. I'll just hold on to this. And then get destroyed. Hopefully it do a lot of damage. If this ends up being a light, yeah. So this should
Lucky
pop.
drop on that.
Yeah, exactly. The 5 of a
Actually,
kind
not-
just drops in. Yeah.
Not really,
not
but
luck
you know
when
what would be
you've
great is
curated
if
it.
you could actually, if you can see the percentage chance of that reel loading up a light,
That could be interesting. Yeah,
that
yeah.
would be fun.
Yeah.
Inventory, you can look, see the percentage. Don't worry, it's part of my part of some of the stuff I want to see in the inventory. Just show everybody a nice pie chart of all of the rates of hit for the runes that you have per reel.
One of the things people may be wondering is that if I'm planning on putting Necromantic on all the runes when I destroy the ones I want, but a little known fact is that the minimum amount of runes you can have per column is 6, and that includes with the Necromantic. So if I get all of them with Necromantic, and I only have 6 per inventory, then they're kind of immune to getting destroyed.
What? That's a secret.
Oh, dropping all the.
It's in our strategy guide you
strats.
can get.
Yeah.
Yep. Our monthly magazine will drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.99 a month for the strat guide. Yeah, sure. All right, let's go see Jonathan. What are you up to, dude? Oh, shade.
Yeah, I'm trying this. It's so campy. Energy ale, so it does more damage the more meditations you have.
Yeah.
Get some fire starter to double it.
Mixed
and
with
then
your
just try to get as
meditation
much-
robe or your frost. Yeah, there you go. That's a good combo with the
Yeah.
barrel in that one. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
funny
for
seeing stuff animated and then coming to a static image and going, oh.
Mhm, yeah.
Like, because like the shade just looks static in comparison to what, some of the animated stuff. I mean, I know that's to come, but
Yep. We'll dress all these guys up.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fighting that. I don't know if everybody's going against Naxos. We got some more, we'll say, final art in place of the temp art that was there.
Ooh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
All right, next Naxos comes up. Let me know. So we're waiting on a stone. What was his name? Stone Golem?
Craig.
Crag.
Right?
Yeah, it's Craig. Sure. Nice. Okay, beat the shade. Awesome. You're just crushing into chapter 2. Okay. Who? That is
Tune in
everybody.
If you want to see a fat cast.
All right, let's go.
Bubs, where are we at?
Yeah.
I've got a couple
Okay.
items.
Yeah. There's a lot
This
of.
will be like take it another hour for this cast to go through. Just give it a sec.
Wow. Oh, and we have hot trinkets turned on.
Yeah.
That's new. I don't think we've talked about that.
Small 20.
Yeah, we actually explained that one, Lucas, because I noticed them and it made sense to me when it was happening. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so it's
How
a
does
thing
it
we're
work?
testing with our trinkets. Basically, every time that they contribute some value to damage or multi, or times multi, they gain some heat value. And when they reach certain thresholds, they'll light up to kind of show like what is contributing to your calculation more than other things. It's just a way of showing like what's doing big things in your damage.
Yeah, I think that'll help for people who maybe aren't putting the two and two together, that their trinkets having an association with their, what's happening. Barbecue trinkets.
Yes.
Nice. Your
We'll
name. I
just
get
do
it.
Craig. We have Craig's new little
That's good.
animation.
That's good.
Yes.
Cool. All right, let's go over to Adam's stream and see what's up. Adam, how you? Ooh, chat. Oh, did you? You may have died. You restarted.
Yeah, you can tell when there's a chip jewel.
Yeah.
It's chip beef.
All right, Adam. I know it's the early game. Do you have a new strat for this round?
I don't really. I just started, but
Okay.
last time I had the The one where it reduces your cast to 1 and it gives you ×3, and I vastly overestimated my
yes.
strength, so I died.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh.
right.
Speaking of Craig, let's go
Fight
back.
Craig.
Okay, let's go back over to Luke's
Oh,
stream for a
it's gonna
second.
kill
Here we
me,
go.
though?
Here we go.
This is gonna be the end of my run.
Do it for the stream.
Yeah,
Got a cool effect with the rocks here.
it's all good. We'll die. It's all good.
Nice part about Craig when you're doing with
I
Mage
made
Hand is
rocks. Ooh, what's that? Is that a rock
It's got
wall?
rocks. It sure is. So, Craig blocks off your 5th column, so we got some actual art in there with some animation for him. I mean, that's literally it. Now you just play against him and cry when he blocks.
So is there anywhere to destroy the wall, or is it...
There's not.
Okay, cool. So you just... Yeah.
The only way to trigger things in this last column
Mage
at the
Hand.
moment is if you have Mage Hand. So if Ben fights him,
I just fought him a second ago. He was easy.
he'll actually do nothing.
Yep.
That's crazy. You fought him and didn't say anything?
I tried, but then I don't know if I was just speaking too quietly, but no one heard me. And then John was like, "We're gonna go to someone else." I'm like, "Okay."
The wall disappeared. It's the same
Yeah.
bug that the Chained has.
Oh, so it's still only doing 4.
Yeah, it's just the way that their animations are working at the moment, and something is clearing it, obviously. And, well, what can you do?
There we go. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Ben, how's your build going?
Not bad. I need to get more amulets on my re-triggering lightnings. Right now, there's like none of them on there, so I'm only getting to like 100 millions or sometimes a billion. But it's
Only
it'll-
100 million.
only yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So here
Okay.
we're gonna
Oh wow,
Yeah, we got a
there's a
billion on
billion. Yeah.
Well, it could have been better. There's no amulets here, and there's amulets on here. Oh, like when I start getting necromantics everywhere, the numbers are gonna be very big.
But you're running out of levels here.
I know. So we're gonna
What
endless
about
mode coming
endless
up though.
Endless mode. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So Ben might be the first to get to endless mode. Okay, we looked at Lucas's stream. Let's go back to Dave. Dave, how you making out here?
I had to reset. I goofed a little bit. Sold
Okay.
something I shouldn't have sold. So
Okay.
it's pretty sad.
Okay.
And now it's
all
just a sort of melange of trinkets.
right. Oh, melange. Good word.
Is this this version? Have we shortened the axe, or is this?
The axe are
Okay.
short, yes.
Yeah, this
So
is
this
the
is
same
just
one
7, right?
we were showing
7.
last stream, I believe. We have it.
7 levels
Okay.
per chapter.
It was a dead giveaway because I was looking at Dave's and it's level 7. So okay, he's at the boss.
He's at the boss. Yes.
Bib.
Oh, look at this. One shot? No, almost though.
No.
Oh, what is that? Oh,
Double
we.
card showing up
What
over
was
here.
that?
Yeah, I think this is some temporary art, guys. I think on Dave's stream here. This is-
I think this is final, isn't it?
Yeah,
Your
it's
5
fine.
spots.
Oh, that's,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
super temporary. Yeah, I love.
Yep.
I forgot about
Jonathan is,
that.
is
I thought you guys
doing
couldn't
for
tell.
It was Look like-
Okay, cool. All right,
So
beat
funny.
him. Nice. Good job.
Amethyst. I'm
Beat
hitting, like,
chapter
3
1.
gems.
Let's see what. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's new. I haven't seen that where it actually the trinket slot appears and you get it. Tidy Tie is one of my favorites. That's how I beat the game a couple times myself.
I mean, I feel like this is probably the better option.
Okay. Gem Weaver build. Here you come. All right, let's go see Chris. What? How's your build going on? Chapter 2, level 3. Oh, level 4. Look at that. What kind of build do you have going on there, Chris? Can't hear you if you're chatting. You might mute.
Oh yes, sorry. I am on mute.
There you go.
I'm still working on that volcanic maw fire with my fire ring. I'm just trying to reduce my rune book to be as green and red as possible.
Okay, nice.
Not quite there yet, but doing more.
Okay. Nice. Nice.
Trying to get rid of. I got this aura spell to get rid of some of the nullify auras that are left over from the last fight.
Can I toss out a game
I
design?
was gonna do it, Jacob, if you did. So it was perfect timing. Go for it. Yeah.
And this is actually, I'm just looking at Dave's screen right now.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
exploring kind of other uses for the inventory, because right now it's kind of just, you barely ever really interact with it, besides the Rune Smasher. But how would you feel? I know, like, obviously balancing and all the stuff, that's the obvious. But like, say that trinket you have right now, the gold amulet, how would you feel if you were able to use that not only on the board, but you could also use it directly in the inventory? So like a use case, like in the scenario that you just have, you just happen to have a pretty good roll, but I assume you'd probably want to use that amulet on,
the scroll?
maybe the scroll.
Like the scroll. Oh, yeah, no, I've been waiting for 2 wilds to show up on the screen for like 5 rounds now.
So that's something I want to kind of put out there, because sometimes it just feels like I'm throwing it away or I'm just holding it. I mean, we had somebody just recently ask, it was funny, John Mark from WeTech, he was like, can I get more scroll slots? Because I hate that I can't use it. So like, there's 2 ways we can obviously deal with it. You can still keep the RNG as the deciding factor in how you use your scrolls, or we add more spaces, which kind of just makes the RNG a little better because I can hold more. But like, what if we just allowed the players to either choose the board directly or the inventory? So just something, planting that seed, something I was exploring kind of in my travels.
As an aside, is there like a visual issue with the tooltip on the view runebook inventory?
Yeah,
It's like there's okay.
Yes, there is. Thank you for reminding me, because we definitely don't have that written down. But
all right, cool.
Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Nice.
So back to my question.
Fine about it.
Can I? Can I? The bugs aside.
No.
I'm actually asking Dave specifically. Dave, I
Oh,
hand
sorry.
you the mic.
Well, yeah. Give me a second. Give me a hot minute here.
It's like you're in an intense game right now.
I was trying to figure out, because like, if I get double my auras every time it comes up at the start of a fight, right? And I'm gonna move it and do something else. Anyways, yeah, it'd be cool if I could do it here. It feels kind of. Yeah, no, I mean, because you're still at the mercy of the RNG of it coming up after the fact.
Yeah, because like basically, if you're able to use the scroll on the board directly, it's an immediate result. So you kind of can use it in that capacity, and that's typically how we use it, or you just hold it and wait. But it would be neat, if I was able to go, okay, like I can't use on the board, but I want to get that spot eliminated, so I'm going to plant it somewhere inside the in the real stack.
Mm-hmm.
And that way too, like there's not really an easy way for me to start to remove some of the effects of the enemies. So like having that ability to go in and kind of heal it by replacing its function. I don't know. And again, I'm just kind of playing it from a side where I go, man, I get it. Like the RNG is kind of a cool thing there, because it really emphasizes the, oh my God, I lucked out and I got the thing I wanted. But
I mean, it's risk versus reward, right?
Yes, like I'm going to hold that. But like you said, holding it for 5 enemies, I go,
yeah, wasted opportunity. Yeah.
I mean, it was so early in the game, I didn't care. Like, I was just going to use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Flimsy has a good point. Now, we've talked about this, maybe a super amulet that allows you to put it on the board. Like, maybe some scrolls you can do it, and some scrolls you can't. And that's absolutely a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the bonus too, is that if it works, you got some of the ones that are more rare where they can be directly applied to anything. And if there's a balancing issues with that too, obviously we could just, instead of 2 amulets, you only get 1 that you can place anywhere.
And yeah, Flimsy says here, or you could take 2 scrolls and smash them together to a super scroll, and then that super scroll does something. We've also talked about duplicate trinkets, also potentially doing something like that. But yeah, it's still in the
Yeah, we've been discussing kind of an option of a town. So after the axe, you'll have access to all of the shops, and then you can basically kind of re-kit yourself for the next act. I'm not sure yet. I can't see the chat right now.
No, yeah, that's.
Did you want to see?
But look, I think that could be a cool thing too. Is like, we were looking at that. What is it called? The Obelisk game.
Across the
Obelisk?
Obelisk.
Yeah, across the Obelisk. So like the cool thing about their town though is it's less about the RNG and it's more of like this utility too. So I can go in and start to, take maybe a scroll I have, and like you said, put them together and smash them, do like a super scroll. But you can basically kind of set yourself up and then start the next act based on that respec.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just been playing, but I
think you're
been
already
playing
in.
Endless for a
Oh, yeah.
while.
Okay, let's go over to
I haven't entered it yet. I was gonna wait to see.
Okay, so what are we seeing at the top here? Is that a infinite level 2? Is that okay?
To show that you're going Endless. This enemy has like 100 million HP, so you can see it's already way harder than what.
Wow.
The
Then it's level
boss
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ramps up like we probably need to adjust the algorithm, but it ramps up very, very quickly. But the point is, that you don't want to give them too much time, or else, it's I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find a sweet spot. I think it's okay-ish for now.
Wow. Okay, this is.
Let's see Ben smash it because I'm sure he's got like a crazy build.
I just started. I still need more amulets, but I've hit 4 gem shops in a row now because I'm trying to get more. You know what they're called?
Gem shops in a row.
Amethyst.
I haven't seen one in 2 runs.
Jonathan, I've been waiting for your Ocarina build.
I know.
It would be the ultimate if you could actually affect it directly in the inventory.
It's my dream. When you were talking about adding scroll slots, I was like, don't tease me.
Well, I think that's like an absolute. Like, there's no we should definitely.
We have
more.
a trinket in the game that adds 2 scroll slots right now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we do.
If you find the fanny pack, you'll get 4.
That might be a potential kind of meta progress upgrade you could do. Unlock an extra a scroll slot.
Yep.
Because then once you start to do that, then it feels a little less like the RNG's taking a hold of that. Where you have a little bit more utility in the scrolls.
And speaking of Across the Obelisk, they have sort of kind of like that where when you start out, the game is harder just even in general to do a lot of the cooler combos and that sort of thing. Then as you win the game, you get perk points, and then now you have more mana to play more cards every turn, and you do more things with your cards because you get buffs whenever you play a certain kind of card and that sort of thing. So it ends up sort of as you play and you level up outside of the game, it's a bit different than when you started.
Very cool. Okay, Peng, I'm kind of watching you here, and you're kind of going. You just did 1,000 scroll shop refreshes there. You're going for some necromantic runes. It's wow, 1.1 billion. Okay, cool. With no meditations.
And that's the interesting thing is just like to see the difference in play. So we've got Pang, one side of the spectrum. We got myself, the other side where I don't get to see that. So I'm like, how do I make it
like
easier?
A completely different game, right?
Exactly. And that's the hardest part about designing a game like this is just accommodating everybody and making sure that kind of it's a consistent experience in terms of the expectations. One day I'll be just like you, Pang.
All right, let's keep rolling here. That looks like you're killing that one. Phil, how are you doing? What are you at here? Chapter 3, level 2.
Feeling better, but I almost died. I actually thought I did die, but I forgot that I'd picked up the Phoenix Feather as my rare trinket after the first Chapter 1 boss. And that saved me.
Yeah,
it was the only reason why I got past it, and then I was able to kind of improve my build a bit, get a bit more damage. It's still not amazing, but I've got the Executioner with 3 out of, I think there's 4 modes on it. So that's
helping with the
yeah,
collector at the bottom there. Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully I can get some more rare trinkets, get that multiplier up. But it's hanging in there.
We're limping along.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan, how's your build coming? Oh, pretty bit.
You never know. We'll see where we get.
Okay.
It's one of those, definitely it's one of those runs where I want an amethyst real bad. Because I have no wiggle room in the ones that I have, like the trinkets I got. And it's not
Well, that's
enough.
a good topic. Yeah, the amethyst. They're kind of one of the best things in the game.
Yep.
And I wonder if there's a way for us to make it feel a little bit more balanced in just getting lucky versus being able to, I don't know, kind of purchase them as utility.
You mean
I don't
like
know if you
purchase
guys have
them
thought about
at
it. Like, are you
the?
content with just like how random it is? Because sometimes, like, and maybe that's part of the fun. But that's something that I think was a point to look at, just because they're so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it to feel like, it's just, well, maybe, I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but it's kind of like, is it an equal opportunity for everyone, or is it just that I'm lucky one day?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put that out to the crowd. I'm directing this comment at Pang.
I mean, that is kind of
Passing it
part
on.
of these games, though.
Yeah, the luck is usually.
And that's it.
better.
Like, and again, when I go, like, is it worth kind of exploring a path that's, how do we handle them? Because the other gems are cool, but nothing beats, an amethyst. And maybe it is. It's just a legendary kind of item that feels good when you get it.
I think also trying to think of ways to introduce more gems, because amethyst is insane because amethyst is insane.
Yeah.
And it's more like all the other ones don't seem as strong, so maybe we can think of ones that are also have like a similar effect or similar, like, whoa, this is insane feeling.
Double amethyst.
What?
Creates it 2 spots.
Yeah, we talked about that, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
I mean-
Yeah, we had one that had 3 amethysts on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Like, the cool thing about it is, like, everything is, even if we were to take any of the amulets and you can kind of create a series of, here's a common, uncommon, legendary, and it's just more of it, right? Instead of 1 cast, this one does 2. And I think that's something that we want to do if we're looking, like, at the endless modes of how do we allow the player to continually upgrade their numbers to compete against what the enemies are going to be scaling at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Flimsy had an idea. That could be something that we put in with new books of familiars. I'd actually like to hear more, Flimsy. What idea you kind of had that, how that plays into the amethysts. I mean, having a familiar who gives you an extra slot is something like that. But
I could see even something like challenges where, like, you get a starting set of trinkets and maybe some of them are even locked in and you need to bring it all the way through or something.
On new customers?
What?
Oh, is that Adam?
it
Hey,
is Adam.
bud,
I'll
I
mute
didn't
him.
know
I'll
if you
mute
jumped
him.
in.
There we go. Yeah. Adam, I had to mute you.
Thanks for joining. I didn't know if I just thought we'd do last minute. We haven't done a great job marketing this whole thing. We're just kind of testing it. So thanks for joining.
Yeah. Yeah, what do we have here? What would a gem that grows over time, like every 3 or 4 fights, the gem transform the trinket
I
into a
love that
higher
thought.
rarity?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll take that idea.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. Like, this is why we do it, right? I mean, it's all about cool ideas, and I'm sure if we implement it in 0 day, we'll be like, yeah, what's up? It's mine. Yeah.
No, and honestly, we appreciate the feedback. Like, we do take into consideration everything. we're doing our best to kind of navigate in the darkness of like what is fun. And as the game, it has more features related to it, it just becomes more complicated. So it's a real fine balance of what can we add that doesn't screw the whole game over or take away the essence of what we built originally.
I have the butterfly trinket right now. It's merely inspirational. Looping back to you. Yes. Just similar. I guess the butterfly is an upgraded trinket. Yeah, same thing with the gem, right? So yeah, it's a neat for sure. All right, let's go see what else here. Let's go swing back to Adam. Adam, every time I come back to you, you're in the same spot.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Oh, look at that hot trinket though. That was good. I like that was turning on there with the mug of ale. It's getting hot. I like that.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten anything going, so
it's all right. Well, I'll swing back again soon. All right. Well, Ben is in endless mode, level 4. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's where it gets hard. It's like 18 million, I think, or billion is the. We're slowly getting there, though. I think we will. We have 5 more casts. Oh wait.
Oh, just short. You still have so many casts left, though. You're good.
It's 10 billion at the end.
Oh, what's Nerestro saying here? With the number of trinkets, maybe a way to influence specific rune types of rarity or mechanics. If you have no red rune, you cannot get trinkets. They only affect the red from it. Chris is saying, I love flashbang chess. Yes. We is there any? We have heard quite a the feedback on the flashbangs. We tried doing it with black.
Fight back somehow, guys.
Yeah, it didn't have the same effect doing it black. So yeah, it's up for discussion. Yeah, that's Bubs' department there. So
like Lucas left it in there. He's just torturing me.
Yeah, it's great. I love being flashbanged.
The flashbang is. I'm like, oh, it's gone. No, it's not. Right there. Wakes you up though. I'll give you that.
It certainly does.
It is gone for the enemy intro animations because we took it out and realized that we didn't need it.
Okay.
But the chests we need to figure out at transition to cover that change. Yeah, that doesn't include flashbanging.
Nice. All right, let's go see here. Who else are we at?
It's funny that we have had that conversation with the flashbanging, and I've been playing Kazan for a bit, and it flashbangs me all the time.
Oh, really?
And I go, well, maybe there's a design decision for it, and maybe it's just to snap you out, get you to refocus. I don't know, but I'm seeing
up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Read it. So maybe it works. I mean, that's one of those things where you make a design decision and, we just don't know what sort of psychological impact it has.
At the same time, like, a lot of games give you the accessibility option to toggle flashbangs to be black rather than white.
Oh.
Just do something like that.
Okay.
Because, John Mark, you're in?
Yeah, your eyes.
Coming in saying hey. We had if you want to let Adam know, we had to mute him. He was on a call or something, so we just
yeah.
I can unmute him at some point, but yeah, Adam, if you're watching, you want to be unmuted, just send me a message. Right, where are we at? So you beat level 3 on endless mode. Lucas, let's take a peek at what level 4 looks like. I'll let you load that up. Dave, where are you at? Chapter 2.
Phil, you got quite the build going on there. You got all darts happening.
It's fun. It's just not very strong.
No, I guess
that's a full board, and that was like a quarter of your health. But
oh my god! I just rerolled the general shop 2 amethysts. Hello.
What? Wow! Look at that. You can buy them both too.
Good,
yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah. I can hold everything. Oh my god. Feels so good.
Oh,
Pocket
trigger
press is drunk.
last cast. That sounds
Nice. All right.
I got a game design question. John, you
Oh, yeah, go for it. I say we have 7 minutes left. Let's do one more game design topic, and then we'll probably have to close it out after that one. But go for it, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, I think just from the looking at the inventory, I like to start to take each reel and show the player the odds of what rune would hit as they kind of remove or add runes. And it's just like a really quick way for them to say, okay, look, I've got a good 70% chance of hitting all black. Like if you look at Phil's screen right now, he's done some management of his inventory. And right now we have kind of like a weakest to strongest. The dark runes are the weakest and the light are the strongest, but they're available. They have the same weights to them. So I get 4 whites, but I also get 4 darks. How does everybody feel about us kind of pursuing a direction of going, okay, well, we can give them more dark runes and less white, and then have them work for the strength of the white because they're stronger, and then have a little bit less with the black, but it's there's more. I don't know. It just does less damage, and it actually works out that way right now. Just watching Phil's, you'd assume that he was getting jackpots every roll. But how do you guys feel about that weighting? I know we haven't really discussed it.
Maybe somebody can open up the inventory screen for a second. Phil, we're on your screen right now. If you just open up that inventory screen when that cast is done, just so we can kind of maybe show what we're visual idea.
And then shout out, Peng's been kind of our balancing guru on the side. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well, sir.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you look at so like looking at right now, we have an equal weighting of everything. So like you start with the same amount of white runes as you do with dark.
Sure.
Is there any value in kind of going, okay, well, because the white runes are always going to be stronger, make it a little bit harder to build that side of it by having less availability of those runes to start. So instead of 4, you get 2. Similar to like how we weight the wilds. You start with 1, but you can add more. And then obviously that does, it goes down the whole line of now we have to look at the trinkets in a different way. So the trinkets, you'll have more options maybe with the dark because there's just more opportunities, but it's weaker. And then the stuff associated with the white, it's more of a risk, but if you were to build that side of it, they're more powerful.
Well, the actual damage amounts isn't, like, as you go further, it's not as big of a deal. For example, ice is one of the weakest runes inherently, right? But that's the build that broke the game. So
I'm playing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessary. It's more about the trinkets that go with it, right? So we have those things. Maybe the values are lower,
yeah.
but we have some of those things balanced out with like they have stronger trinkets that do certain things, right? So it makes it so like anything is viable. But another thing about like the inventory and like how many of each rune are there, that's something that we've talked about when it comes to like different books and changing the balance of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Looks like the chat is also echoing the similar idea that it doesn't really matter much. It's more on the tricket side of things. So, yeah.
Oh my god, I did it.
Oh,
For sure.
I might beat the 500 billion boss.
we
did.
You
Let's
did.
hope. 'Cause I had the last
Wow.
light, so that's insane. Okay, I thought I was dying here, but we live to see another day.
I think I'm gonna die.
I'm very close to dying. I don't know if this is enough.
Okay, let's see here. Lucas is okay. Well, okay. 361 trillion. Pang, what do you have going on? 18 billion. Okay, all right.
26 trillion.
That's,
6 is so much more though. Good.
Pretty great. For everyone who tuned in, the big focus of this stream here was endless mode. And so you can see a couple, we have it here. This is Infinite level 4, and it is definitely the newest feature that we have in the game, other than some awesome tooltips. You see a lot of great new artwork that's been updated. The actual trinket slots have changed, and we are going through and doing another pass on all of the trinkets in the game. We are about a third of the way through, so we will continue to update those as we go. But yeah, this
John Mark,
is, yep.
Your feedback on the scrolls. We love it. I like that. That was like the end of the email, a personal request. So we've been kind of dabbling with some ideas around that. Either adding another scroll slot. I know there's a trinket that allows you to do that, I think. But also we're thinking about scrolls that are able to directly impact the inventory. So you can open the inventory and pick which one of the runes you want to add the amulet to or the aura.
Awesome, very cool. Yeah, I definitely like that in that email. I have the FOMO every time I've got the multiple scroll activating aura, and I've already got. I have nowhere to put them, so I was like, oh man, I'd love if I had a couple extra slots here or there, you know.
I mean, I think though it's actually like it's self-balancing in the fact that you can't just have 8 million scrolls popping. You gotta play with that management part. But I get I think part of the meta will start to add additional scroll slots similar to how we have the trinkets.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, we are just rolling down to the end of the stream here. Hold on, we got some chit chat happening here. I like the current equal inventory breakdown. What else do we have? That is a challenge.
So I love this.
Run.
Like just to get this feedback from everybody here, like it's such a validation for us because we're, like I said, it's just roaming around in the dark, and to hear the feedback from people who have actually been playing for a couple months that we've had it out, it means a lot.
Big time. Okay, well, Ben, I think you're the only one who's still rocking in endless mode here. Yeah, well, Lucas got beat. Look at all those trinkets. Wow, Lucas. Okay, 1.3. Oh, number one.
Number one, okay.
God damn it. And so if anyone hasn't seen the leaderboard here, it does say what edition you're in, along with the edition selections. If you scroll over those edition little icons, do you see what they are, or is it kind of just an image right now? Oh, you can look at that. What? Very cool.
Yes.
Very cool. Awesome. And then Pang, and I'm guessing you got beat as well. Oh no, you're still going.
Very close to it. I've gotten the dream of now all of my runes are light runes, and I'm at minimum for all of them. It's just I don't have the damage.
Crazy, right?
So do you still get shops in between endless mode?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you still have a chance. Okay. Cool. Good.
I think I made a mistake
I
of just. Yeah. I made a mistake of just going. I really wanted more amethyst, so I did a bunch of gem shops where I really should have. I needed like amulets. If I hit up a scroll shop and actually got like necromantic amulets that are triggering they'd be triggering like 3 times each time, like that would have helped a lot.
Your issue is you're gonna run out of inventory space, though, right? You'll run out of Earths. Oh wow! Oh yeah.
This one's okay. That wild sucks. I forgot to delete that. But like it's still not very cold, and like there's no good amulets on it.
Yeah.
There's some, but it's
I've got the opposite problem. Mine's like it's completely cold, but
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm lacking.
You're not playing with any additions. Your level 6 in Endless is so much weaker than what I was just playing against.
Oh, because you had additions on top?
Yeah, mine was like 400 trillion or something.
Ah, wow. Okay.
Like 80.
I didn't realize that they stacked like that.
When you hit the 4th edition, it increases the enemy HP curve.
Crazy. All right, well, I think we need to...
that does another HP curve.
Another one later. There we go. Yes. We're going to have to call the stream. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. Like I said, we're going to do this every 2 weeks, so please come on back. We'll try and, push it on the socials, push it on Discord, and see if we can get some more people in to say hi. We have been recording this. I will put it on YouTube soon, in the next day or two, if you missed it. But thanks for popping. Really, as Jacob was saying, having the feedback, the immediate, we can ask questions, just stuff that we have on the mind of where we're taking things as we continue to think about our early access development and what that means for Runeborn. It helps us so much just to have some real feedback and know that you have absolutely an impact on the game and what we're building. So thank you.
Adam, Mark, thanks for jumping on so short term. I mean, I just literally sent them an email. But we'll do a better marketing kind of push on this, just to kind of set the stage of what we're doing. And again, it's just, this is what we're doing anyways. We felt, like it would be cool to let the player base have a look inside.
And to Dion's point, we're anything now that we're sharing is good to go. It's good to go. We're happy to share with everyone. That's why we do it. We do it on this stream. So you catch it on YouTube or watch it there. But yeah, we will see everyone. Thank you on the next stream in 2 weeks. Have a good weekend, everybody. See ya.
Good. See you later.